This weekend, USA BMX hosted a national event. It was right here in our backyard.
And we could be watching not just one, but two future Olympians who are some of the best in the country.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Lola Janjovic grew up on a bike.
That was one of the first things that she sort of articulated to us when she was verbal. It was Lola bike, and then we got her one.
At like 4?
Yeah, I was having a good time.
She's done race after race, many alongside her buddy Eli.
We've been friends since I was 3 and she was 5.
Both of them are some of the best riders in the country.
I'm National 8, which means out of the whole country, I'm 8 in the world.
Lola is second. She's also the face of USA BMX.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Rolling right on by the competition during a national event at Raytown BMX over the weekend.
We have just over 1,000 unique participants this weekend, representing 39 states.
I'm super proud. She's one of the hardest workers I know, and deserves every bit of it.
You know, Lola and Eli are the future. That's our future. You know, those are the ones you're going to see one day, probably in the Olympics. And they're locals here to town. And like I said, again, they are top of their game nationally, and they're going to. The sky's the limits for those two.
When you talk about the Olympics, BMX is obviously an Olympic sport now. Do you watch? Is that a goal?
Yeah, I would love to go to the Olympics.
Oh, it'd be killer. It would be so nice. It's a long road though. I mean, BMX racers they tend to peak in their early to mid 20s. So she's 13 today, and so we've got another good decade of this before anything really happens.
This phenom is already working, imagining what it would be like to represent Team USA one day.
You know the feeling of like gratitude, probably that feeling.
You talk about that psychology. Those kids were so level. I think I was more nervous than they were. There are 300 USA BMX tracks across the country, and in the metro, we've got one in Raytown and one in Blue Springs.
They're amazing.
Itty bitty babies.
And did I catch happy birthday to her? Did she turn 13 yesterday?
Yep.
Wow. And then I heard Eli turns 11 today.
Make sure y'all call me and give me that exclusive when you go to the Olympics.
Absolutely.